Hello, my beautiful twin flames, and welcome back. Welcome to your twin flame reading. Let's get right into the reading. Let's gain insight into what is going on in your connection. Okay, so we have this one. Let's keep going. What is going on in your connection? What is going on in your connection? I'm going to really try to make this reading not as long as they typically are. Ooh, Two of Cups. And we have the Queen of Wands. And I believe the Queen of Wands has been making an appearance quite often in recent readings. So it's very important to pay attention to that. So with the Two of Cups, I really get the sense that there is this, well, with the Queen of Wands, like passion is getting stronger between the two of you, so that the attraction is somewhat unbearable, like in the sense that you can't deny this chemistry that is happening between the two of you. So you see how they're facing one another? And I'm definitely getting the sense that things are like resolving between the two of you. So even if that's like apologies that are being said to one another, taking responsibility for what had happened in your connection. I really feel like this is like a conversation that, thank God, is happening for many of you, because I feel like many of you have been waiting for this apology, and it just seemed like you were never really getting it. And sometimes, very surprisingly, even though there is no apology, what I find is that over time you heal, and it's almost like it's okay that they don't give the apology because you've resolved it within you. So I feel like for many of you, it's about coming to terms with the pain that you felt, that was brought up in this connection. Things are resolving, things are becoming more harmonious. You're kind of like on the same page, wanting to like let go and clear the past. So that is amazing. So even if you may not be in actual communication with one another, I get the sense that within, like internally, you're making peace with what had happened to you in the past with regards to your twin flame. And sometimes, it takes a long time, especially when you don't have the actual apology. But I'm really getting with the Two of Cups that energetically, like the universe is stepping in and helping you come to terms with your emotions. So it's almost like when you dig for those feelings of anger, resentment, they're not there anymore. So whether you're doing your own inner work, shadow work, healing, inner child healing, whatever it is, the universe is assisting you in resolving these feelings, because with the vibration of the planet, the old energies of feeling resentful and holding a grudge, wanting payback or revenge, those are like so in the past. They're so passé. Like the universe, like we as humans can't even sustain that that energy for much longer. Those emotions just don't fit with who we are now, because we are all ascending to a higher vibration. We cannot even sustain those old thoughts and feelings anymore. So the universe is doing whatever it can to help you like release those emotions. So whatever you've been going through, if you've been feeling a lot of emotions, it's because the energy is helping you to purge them. And this is like a continuation from my last reading. Energetically, the universe keeps assisting us so that we can ascend higher and higher. And with the Queen of Wands, I'm definitely getting the sense of like empowerment. I want to say empowerment. I want to say expression of creativity. I want to say expression of sexuality, like sexual energy, really like this grounded energy that's really powerful that you may have been like cut off from before. All of a sudden, there's this energy that you have access to for your creativity, for creating new things, for expressing yourself sexually even, feeling more comfortable within your body, expressing yourself through your body. And I really just get like this beautiful grounded energy that is confident and secure. And so how it's affecting your connection is just making you more attractive to one another. It's this undeniable attraction because you're going through this transformation, like this butterfly in a cocoon, and you're rebirthing into your true self. I'm looking at their facial expressions. I don't know if you can really pick that up, but there is still some kind of like when I get the overall energy, I feel like it's peaceful, but there's still like their expressions, like they're still having to work things out or still understand or want to comprehend. So for many of you, you still may be wanting those answers, like why did this happen? Why? You know, why did you have to do this? Why did you have to hurt me? I get it. And I can clearly see that that's the expression on their faces. However, with the overall energy, it is about moving past that and coming to a place of, I hear serenity, but more peace and harmony. So you will get there, even if it doesn't feel like that yet. The overall energy for your connection is towards peace, love, affinity, and harmony. So when this happens, it's a beautiful indication of moving closer to long-lasting harmonious union. So the work is always, always, always worth it, no matter how hard it seems, no matter how long it takes, no matter how excruciating it feels and uncomfortable, and even just getting into those emotions and having to talk about things can be really uncomfortable, but it is so worth it because the energies surrounding your connection are so uplifting and empowering. So no matter what you're going through, you're exactly where you're meant to be. And I have to sneeze if I can, which is a double confirmation. Okay, that's good because it could have got messy. Okay, let's see where you're at on your journey. Where are you at? Oh, yeah. I wanted to pick a few cards for past life to give some insight into your past life twin flame connection, but I'll do that in a second. So where are you at on your journey? Where are you at on your journey? We want to know. Okay. Oh, I took too many cards. Because the more cards I take, the longer it is. So I just thought I picked 2, but 4 came out, and it's like I picked the right ones. Okay, where are you at? 2 of Wands and Page of Swords. Page of Swords is about communication, and so you want to communicate. You want to communicate with the 2 of Wands, like you want this partnership. So you're still wanting to move forward. And it's like you're thinking about what you want to say. You're thinking about like how you see playing out when you meet up with your twin flame. You're thinking about what you want to say, how you want to say it. So you're thinking about communication. And when I see the 2 of Wands, I really get the sense of partnership, enterprise, like coming into partnership. Maybe you're thinking about a new way of, like a different way, because like the old way wasn't working of how you were approaching your connection. So maybe a different way of partnership. Sometimes it's even like it could be business. I have a couple of clients who are in business partnerships with their twin flame. So that could be like the higher purpose of your connection is to go into business together. And I know even for a lot of twin flames that their gifts and talents and skill sets support each other in a business or like some kind of partnership. So maybe you're just thinking about what can we add to our partnership so it's not just like the old where we were just not seeing eye to eye. Maybe there's a project that you both can work on together that kind of takes you out of the dynamic of like, you know, being triggered, having to heal. You know, maybe there's a new endeavor that both of you are figuring out or discovering or wanting to pursue together, or you're finally coming to the realization that, you know, like this is a partnership and there's give and take. We have to assess the situation and see what's working and not working. So it's really, I feel like where you're at is like you're taking into stock, you're taking into consideration what things are working and not working to allow this partnership to function in a healthy way so that it can move forward. So I feel where you are, despite what is happening in your outer circumstances, you're on board. You're on board, even though you may want to deny it, even though outer circumstances may not reflect where you want to be with your twin flame and moving forward. I get the sense that internally there are so many shifts happening that are shifting you out of the old and bringing you back into I'm on board with union. So I'm loving that for you, whether you admit it or not. Where is your twin flame at on their journey when it comes to your connection? Where's your twin flame at? Where's your twin flame at? I hope you guys are doing amazing. Where's your twin flame at? Okay. This literally just flew out. The Lovers. Rachel and Ross, who, in my opinion, are definitely twin flames for those of you that watch Friends. They are wanting you, like you're so magnetic to them. They haven't let you go. It's like, okay, where they are is just think about Rachel and Ross. They both had, like, they were together, they broke up, they got into other connections. And it wasn't until, like, you know, after so many years that they got back together. So that's where your twin flame is at. Your twin flame could be, you know, at a job in London, or, you know, married to someone else and said the wrong name. Just kidding. But it's still you in the end. They know it's you. And the thing is that when twin flames meet, and I can really say this for you that is watching. It's like, and I know this because this happened to me. You meet your twin flame, all of a sudden, game over. Like you just have to be with this person. You don't care about anything else except being with this person. Everything else just goes to, and it's just about, how do I be with this person? I can't get them off my mind. We have to be together. You know, I know the sex is amazing. But it's like, yeah, every twin flame goes through that. It's almost like you become literally addicted to the connection to your twin flame. And once you can, like, settle into, like, say what happened to Ross and Rachel, where they both got into numerous relationships with others. You know, Ross got married and said Rachel's name at the altar, like. So your twin flame is still, you're still the one for your twin flame, no matter what is happening. So this reading, and then we have 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands. So someone doesn't agree with your connection. Someone on their end, like a friend or a group of friends or a parent, or someone is not on board with your connection and maybe saying some things against your connection. So what I'm getting with the 7 of Wands is that your twin flame is having to defend your connection, which is, and every time they have to defend it, it's like, oh yeah, then they must really be the one, because they're defending you. They're getting defensive when anyone says anything against you or their connection. So they're defending your honor. You know how friends will often say, no, like, don't go back to them. They're not good for you. And then you find yourself saying something in their defense. That's what your twin flame is doing with you. So they're definitely still on board with you. And because the universe is really helping both of you to let go of, like, fear, resentment, because this is where they're at when it comes to you. They want this with you. Their current circumstances are temporary, but they do have some things to work through, just like Ross and Rachel did when they finally had to come together. They had to work things out. They had to end their relationships with others, and sometimes the timing was off when Ross was available, Rachel was in a relationship. When Rachel was available, Ross met Julie in China. So that's why they say divine timing. And twin flames hate hearing that. So, like, what does that even mean? What does divine timing mean? It means exactly that. It means, like, you guys can't be together yet because Ross fell in love with Julie and they were going to get a cat together. So that all has to play out, right? So whatever circumstance you're in, it has to play out. It has to play out to the end in order for divine timing to put the pieces back together. And guess what happened during their separation? They became who they were meant to be. You know, Rachel and her career, Ross and him being a dad, coming to terms with, you know, me trying other relationships, trying like to get married, and it just didn't work. Sometimes you have to go through that in order to come back and realize, oh, it's my twin flame. So that's where they're at. That is so very interesting. I'm so glad I used that deck today. Oh no, we already used this one. Let's take a glimpse into a past life of yours and how it's affecting your connection. Let's gain insight into a past life connection to gain some insight. It's way too many, so I'm just going to pick the two that showed up. So we have the Strength card, and we have the Six of Pentacles. Past life, past life. Maybe I needed to pick more cards because let's see what we're getting here. Okay, so in a past life, either you or your twin flame was of different social status. Like, say for example, one of you was a part of like royalty or of a higher social class, like extremely wealthy, and the other was not. So you fell in love, but because of your social order or your social class, you weren't able to come together. It was, what do you call it? It was frowned upon. Like, it just wasn't possible. And for those of you that watch Bridgerton, in that series, there's an example of, you know, someone of material wealth and status not having the freedom to fall in love with someone who is just like a common citizen. So as much as, you know, you or your twin flame wanted to be together, you couldn't because of this, because it wasn't acceptable. So what often happens is the pattern repeats. So in one lifetime, your twin flame was like, say he was of nobility, or he was like a king, but he couldn't marry you because you were one of the helpers in the castle. And then in another lifetime, you were the one who was of nobility, and you were set to marry someone else of the same status, and you couldn't be with your twin flame because they were not of the same nobility. And so in this lifetime, something along the same lines could be happening, and in this lifetime, it's meant to clear that. The reason why we experience it is because we all have a soul memory of, okay, yeah, like this is what it felt like, and you carry those feelings over to this lifetime in order to heal it. This lifetime is meant for you to rise above that BS of why you couldn't be together. And that's why in this day and age, we try to push beyond those limits, those limitations of, love is love. You have the right and the freedom to be with whoever you choose to be and who you love. So this lifetime is really about shedding those, the past, so that you can be together in this lifetime. And twin flames, you have that big task of overcoming these situations, because you are the leaders. You are leading the rest of the planet so that others can also love who they want to love. So I just thought I'd include, a bit of past life insight into what is going on. So where are we at? Okay, what else do we have? Let's get some messages from your twin flame. Yeah, that's where we're at. Messages from your twin flame. 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 I feel connected to you. Yeah, more than ever. You're just so magnetic to them. Like they can't deny this like incredible, intense attraction they have to you. I choose us, and the reason why it's backwards is because I'm recording from my laptop. I'm hopeful. So they're still hoping that, because they're still hopeful for your connection. Please don't leave me. If you have a mirror, I'm sure you could read that properly. I feel your love. I forgive you. This card has been coming up a lot. I think of you often. So absolutely, within their heart, they're still feeling the same about you. It hasn't changed. It hasn't changed. And forgiveness has been coming up so much in my readings. So, as I mentioned earlier, the universe is really intervening so that we can finally let go of the resentment and the hurt and the perceived pain that our twin flame put us through, when really our twin flame brings it up so that you can heal from it. It's like this agreement that you both had before you came into this lifetime. You wanted to learn what unconditional love is. You wanted to learn what forgiveness truly is. So what better way when your twin flame says to you, I'm going to not make it easy for you, and you are going to understand what forgiveness is because you are going to forgive me. And many lifetimes you did this to them as well. And it's all so that you can gain understanding, awareness, and expansion. Because if you've never truly experienced what forgiveness is, the twin flame connection will do that for you. I'm just trying to recall a children's book that I read many, many years ago. And it is about forgiveness, and it's called The Sun and the Little Soul or something like that. But it really is about forgiveness and how two people made this agreement. One person would be the bad guy and the other person, so the other person could learn forgiveness. And that's what's happening with you guys. It's what's happening with all of us, not just you. It's happening with all twin flames, and not only twin flames, This happens in families, in friendships, at work, best friends. You have this contract that you agreed to because you love each other so much, that you would help the other to understand what they want to understand. And that is, how do you love unconditionally and how do you forgive? So there you go. Okay, let's get some guidance for you. Guidance for your twin flame connection. Guidance for your twin flame connection. Okay, these ones want to pop out. There's a whole bunch, but I'm going to be here forever if I take them all. There's one. There's two. So the first one says Master Buddha. So the guidance from the universe is increased awareness, deep connection, trust your inner voice. So the universe is saying, trust how you feel about your twin flame. And whenever like clients ask me, like, how do you know if you can listen to this guidance or listen to your intuition? And this is what I always say. When it is fear-based, when you hear some kind of message and it evokes fear or any type of anxiety, that's not your intuition and that message is not for you. That actually is stemming from some fear that is being triggered so that you can stay safe and protect yourself. So that isn't intuition, and it's not meant to be like taken as guidance. When you're in a very high vibration and you hear a message, that is a message for you. So the universe is saying, trust your intuition, trust how you feel when, you're calm and peaceful and all of a sudden you think of your twin flame and you just feel so in love. The universe is saying, trust that, because that is what truth is. Love is truth. Fear is illusion. So why are you going to buy into illusion? Trust love. Trust that feeling that you have about your twin flame. And when you dig deep enough, the love is there, no matter what. No matter what's happened, you will feel that love, and the universe is saying, trust that. Because the more you tap into that, the more you connect with your twin flame, which will bring you closer and closer to union. So I love it. The next one says, Radha, soul flame. Rediscover a lost part of yourself. Experience relationship harmony and healing. So I love how it says soul flame. And again, I apologize, it's backwards. So this is really about discovering the lost aspects of yourself. Often, and I know speaking from experience, becoming a parent, you become in parent mode, that we tend to lose touch of who we were before we were parents. We lose touch of who we were when we were kids. Things that we used to enjoy, things that maybe we were good at, things that really made us feel alive. We often lose touch of that because we've stepped into another role. So this guidance is really for you to rediscover the lost aspects of yourself. And I know for me, the reason why I started this whole channel and Instagram page is because this is my journey, the twin flame inner child journey. I met my twin flame, or who I thought was my twin flame, and then all this toxicity came up, which I thought was them, but was actually my suppressed toxicity that I had to heal. And what was my point? Yeah, sorry if I just went off in a tangent there, but so yeah, I started this channel because it was my path. I had, okay, yeah, with my inner child, I lost sight of like who I was and my joy from my childhood. I lost touch of things that I enjoy doing. So the guidance here, and I'm bringing this back for you now, is to gain connection to aspects of yourself that you lost along the way. Even in embarking on your twin flame connection, I find even with me, especially with me, you lose yourself. We become so enamored and in love that you begin to lose touch or lose touch with yourself, lose touch of who you are because you're so all about them. Very natural. This happens to all twin flames. You become so enamored because for the first time, you see your true reflection of your own beauty in another person that you've never seen before, that you didn't even know existed. Like, oh my God, I'm so in love. But guess what? You're in love with your own image. They are a reflection of you. And you are really just falling in love with yourself. And here's where it gets tricky. In that mirror, you see everything that you love, everything that is beautiful, but also everything that is dark and suppressed. It comes up as well. And you're like, no, I don't want to see it anymore. Because you don't want to look at them. You think it's them, but really it's you. So rediscover the lost aspects of who you are, of the pieces of you that were lost in being so focused on your twin flame. You know, stuff that you were good at, maybe as a teenager. Was it music? Was it art? Was it painting? Was it sculpture? Was it gymnastics? Was it baton twirling? Was it sticker collecting? Some sport, something that you enjoy doing that almost made you forget about the rest of the world. It was music for me. Music just was always there for me growing up, and it just made me feel like I'm gonna be okay. Music always made me feel better. I just connected to it, and it just took me out of life and into a space where this feels good right here, right? So anywhere where you feel like that, rediscover, regain connection with that, because oftentimes that's what keeps twin flames apart, is because twin flames lose aspects of who they are, your inner child included. And oftentimes because we don't even know about the inner child, it's like you didn't even know it existed, neither did I, before, I had to get into therapy after a really toxic relationship. I discovered my inner child, and then that's how this whole journey began. So it says here, experience relationship harmony and healing. When you rediscover the lost parts of yourself, you will experience harmony and healing, because those are lost pieces of yourself that you are now reconnecting with. So that will mirror in the outer world. When you have inner connection, then you attract outer connection with your twin flame. You're attracting separation because there's a part of you that is separate from aspects of yourself, even separate from your own essence, from your own source. You're disconnected from who you are within. And who you are within is like your source of inner power. And when you come into alignment, when you tap into that, you become invincible. You become fully actualized in the 3D. So that is the guidance for you. What is coming up for you and your connection? Okay, let's use this deck. Yeah, so for me, I lost touch with singing and dancing, because those are the two things that made me so happy as a child, that as an adult and as a parent, I like forgot about. So my whole TikTok, I have a second TikTok account, is me expressing my inner child through singing, dancing, and just general expression. What's coming up for you guys? 3 of Pentacles. Did that come up earlier? 6 of Swords and 8 of Pentacles. So I love seeing the 3 of Pentacles, because to me, this is also a card of partnership. Well, sorry, not partnership, teamwork, I want to say. 3 of Pentacles, when I see teamwork. So maybe someone is because there's 3 people, it's very interesting. And I heard this message that if there is a third party, or both of you or one of you are connected to someone else, or if it's a situation, or even like a child or children, the situations are meant to strengthen you. In the higher sense, these extra people are helping you come into union. So even if it's, say, a child, for example, that one of you has a child or children that you're really focused on raising and being there for, they're actually helping you for like team twin flame. So in a sense, they're helping you become the person you need to be in union. Even, for example, a karmic, a soulmate that either of you may be connected with, in the highest possible sense, you are all working as a team to bring team twin flame, which is you and your twin flame, together. So you might be thinking that karmics and soulmates are keeping you apart, but the highest purpose is in support of your union. Now you probably really have to kind of think that out and to see, oh, but it is to bring you to your true heart's desire, even if it seems like the complete opposite. So I want to say there's going to be some developments in your teamwork. Shifts can be happening, changes can be happening, forming or dismantling connections can be happening. More independence, I'm hearing. So independence, freedom from the situation can be happening, because 3 of Pentacles is the teamwork. It's to bring you guys into union. So a lot of changes are happening. Some of them may be smaller than others, but I feel like, because this card rarely comes up, I'm really getting the message that the people on your team that are helping you to come together, they're going to make some, like there's some major shifts that you will see happening. Even if it's a conversation, even if it's, so this person wants their freedom, which means I can be free, kind of thing. So just apply it how it resonates. And this is the universe stepping in too, in support of team twin flame. Did I have lipstick on my teeth the whole time? Okay, so 6 of Swords, I feel like you're leaving the past behind. These swords are like doubt, fears, insecurities that, you know, you've been thinking about for such a long time when it comes to your twin flame, like, oh my God, they're not picking me because I'm not good enough. I'm not, whatever the case is. You're shedding that behind. You're still, it still comes up, but it doesn't have a hold on you as much. So you're shedding these old beliefs, and I really get the sense that you're feeling more confident about who you are, which is amazing, because the more confident you are, the more you know that you are going to get what you want, which is everything you want, including union. So I really feel like this journey has kind of pointed out, you know, it's really helped you see where you've been doubting and how much you've been doubting. And finally, you're able to kind of like let that go. Because again, the universe is helping you do that. And then we have Eight of Pentacles. I want to say that like this is like preparing for your happily ever after. So I'm getting like you're in preparation mode for union, for your happy life. You're working on things that that will inevitably be, that will result in your happily ever after. So many of you could be working on improving like a skill set, or learning something new, or discovering new things that you enjoy or you're good at. But I really get the sense that whatever it is, you're going to be doing it like in union. So even if it's something completely different, maybe you're going to school and you're learning something new, because in the end, you're going to be doing that in union. For a lot of you, you could be working on skills that complement you and your twin flame. So you have a skill set that complements your twin flame, and vice versa. So if one of you is a singer and the other is a songwriter kind of thing, or one of you is an artist and the other one is a producer, or one of you is an actor and the other one is a director kind of thing, things that kind of complement one another, these skills are really coming to the surface. So it's like, you know, when you're mining for gold, and miners, I get the sense like they mine for so long and they're just used to not coming up with anything. But I'm getting with this card that you are going to be discovering all of these things that you not only enjoy, but that you have an affinity for, that you're actually good at. So even if it's like interior design, and say your twin flame is in architecture or construction, you know, like these things, you can work together and be a team. And that's also, again, with the Three of Pentacles, I get is teamwork. So discovering hidden gifts and talents. Yeah, I just wanted to mention this because on TikTok, there's this live video of a huge oyster this big, and the guy goes in and it's zoomed in and just pulls out like all these pearls. Like there's literally like 6 to 10 humongous pearls. So I thought of that because that's what's going to happen to you. You're going to all of a sudden be revealed. Like you're gonna feel like, oh, there's this like bump here. What's this bump? And you open it up and it's like a gift. It's a pearl. So you're gonna be like, you're just gonna be like scratching the surface, and you're like, oh my God, I'm so good at, you know, I don't know, I'm so good at writing, or I'm so good at playing this instrument or playing this sport or being on social media or doing TikToks, whatever it is. It's like, you're just like, oh, what's that? Oh my God, it's a gift. Hello. The universe is like, you're welcome. I am on TikTok so much. It's crazy. It's my inner child, my inner teenager is so entertained because the videos are super quick and I just get so much entertainment and education and overall like good feelings. Like you get to choose who you want to follow. It's so much fun. And so I've now really put more effort into posting on my personal TikTok. So if you're interested in my shenanigans that I do pretty much by myself, feel free to follow me on TikTok. It's at Jade Heather Lynn. That's my personal TikTok. So I guess we're done with the reading. I think I addressed everything. I hope you guys really enjoyed this week's reading. Thank you again for your, just for being here, for liking and for subscribing and for sharing these videos that other twin flames really are looking for. Just how when you and I embarked on this journey, we were looking for answers. And so please do feel free to share with those who you might feel will benefit. Please book your personal twin flame reading with me while I'm still able to do it, while I don't get swept up away by TikTok and singing and dancing and songwriting and what have you, because I'm enjoying it so much, but I still want to be here for you, do your readings, and the healings are always available for you. They target your specific inner child blocks and assist you in energetically releasing them so that it clears a pathway to true alignment within, which will attract union without. And I have so many of my clients that are doing the 12-week online program. I just did a coaching call with one of my clients yesterday because it's part of the program, and we had a beautiful call. It was so nice to finally see a client in person, because as you know, all of my readings are pretty much recorded and just sent online like this one. So it was so nice, and I really enjoy seeing that as part of the 12-week online course where you get to do a face-to-face with me. So please do message me for that. Yeah, and I think that was it. So again, thank you so much for spending your time with me. I love you all so very much. Thank you for your support. Thank you for helping to build this channel. Thank you for following me and supporting me on my other social media, Instagram and TikTok. And I am just so thankful that you are all here with me. It's truly an honor being in service in this way, and it's an honor to be on this journey with you. So until next time, I'm wishing you all so much love and peace. I've been doing too much TikToks. I'm in this weird, this weird vibe, but I love you all. Mwah, mwah, mwah.